Hey everyone, welcome to another JustGaming Podcast episode. Today I'm again accompanied by Matt once again, and this has been kind of a slow week slash 2 weeks for gaming news. There was nothing really relevant, so we picked the four things we think are like worth talking about, but they still kind of aren't. But whatever. Uh, we're gonna kick off. Before we kick off, Matt, you also I always like for you to introduce yourself.
I'm Matt, as he said, and by now you've probably seen me in quite a few videos. And if this is your first time watching, then hey,
Thank you for watching
nice to
us.
meet you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
check
doing
us
this
out.
for a while now. I think this is our 12th episode. Not completely sure, but oops. But the camera kind of like started running for me. But
And
yeah, this is
we've gotten
our.
so much more professional.
Oh
We're
yeah,
so
yeah,
great.
yeah. We're in a year we're gonna have a full studio, and we don't know how we're gonna pay for the studio, but we will pay for it. Uh, so let's get into the topics of this week, and our main topic, at least for today's episode, is so Microsoft and Bethesda have finalized their deal. So from IGN, this is directly from IGN. Microsoft's 7.5 billion acquisition of Media, the parent company of developers like
Cinemax.
Bethesda. Yeah, sorry, ZeniMax, of developers like Bethesda, Arcane, ID Software, and more has been finalized. To celebrate, more Bethesda games will be added to Xbox Game Pass this week. It's also been confirmed
Yeah.
that some new Bethesda games will be exclusive to Xbox and PC. In a post on Xbox Wire, head of Xbox Phil Spencer welcomed ZeniMax, Bethesda Softworks, and all their developer studios to the Xbox family, saying, "Now that everything is official, we can begin working together to deliver more great games to everyone." Then he went on more about this like acquisition, and he mentioned that not all titles are going to be available on day one on Game Pass, but they will work on adding as many as they can. So this is pretty exciting.
Mm,
We're back, and they Xbox is probably back on top with this. Honestly, I gotta admit, this is a huge buy, and I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, this means from now on, everything Bethesda is going to be exclusive." And I was like, I don't know if that's true, because let's be real, it would be stupid to lock games like Elder Scrolls, Starfield, or I remember right now, but like even Doom, lock them only on Xbox would be pretty stupid because those games sell a lot, a lot. And I think locking them, it's like locking a Rockstar game on only PlayStation. That would be super dumb because those games sell a lot across all platforms. So you probably lose a lot of profit if you just locked it for Xbox and PC. So I think what they're gonna do from now on is some those really recognizable titles like Elder Scrolls or Doom will come to all platforms, but like new projects that they develop alongside Bethesda will only be on Xbox, and that's awesome. That's still awesome because Bethesda is still a really well-known company. A lot of people like, even people that are they're much into games know who Bethesda is. So having a lot of exclusives, and more importantly Bethesda exclusives on the console, is going to help them a lot because now people are going to probably consider getting, now they have a reason to get an Xbox rather other than fucking Halo and Gears of War. Now there's like, oh shit, there's Bethesda games that I can only enjoy on Xbox and PC. So this is huge for Xbox. I'm really happy for them. They've been buying a lot of studios, but honestly feel like most of their purchases haven't we haven't seen anything come to fruition so far. This one, I think, is going to really shake the competition when it comes to exclusives, and I feel like in not maybe not a year, maybe not 2 years, but like maybe 5 years, we'll be talking about like best exclusives, Xbox or PlayStation, because now Xbox has a real chance to get some really. Not saying the other exclusives are bad, they're not, but like they have a chance to put themselves back on the market as like a great exclusive experience when it comes to games, other than Halo and Gears, and I guess some other games are coming exclusively to Xbox, but those two are the only, like, when you think PlayStation exclusives, you think God of War, Uncharted, Last of Us, Ratchet and Clank. When I think Xbox exclusives, usually go Forza, Gears, and Halo. So they desperately need more games to be associated with the Xbox name, and I think Bethesda is gonna bring those names that they desperately need to, to make them a great company. Because honestly, a lot of people before this Bethesda purchase, a lot of people were saying Xbox should go, uh, should become just like a streaming service per se, like leave the console game
Yeah.
out of their out of their system and just focus on bringing Game Pass, because Game Pass is the one thing they're like, it's their baby. It's the one thing that gravitates people into Xbox. So people are saying, just leave the console game on the side and mainly focus on Game Pass. With Bethesda coming in, they should reinforce the console game, and actually reinforce their catalog, because now they have a really good and really big company, because Bethesda has a lot of like sub companies inside of it, so there's a lot of studios inside of Bethesda, so it's
Mhm.
awesome. And I really hope we see some like great exclusives for Xbox.
Yeah, no, I
I was
just think
super
as
I was
someone
super
who,
positive with this. I was gonna
yeah,
be
no,
like
look at you.
uh,
That was
a,
just like
a,
an,
like
an
um,
avalanche of positivity
a month
from
ago, I'll
the,
probably say Halo is shit. Now I'm
yeah.
like, no, Halo is good. It's just not enough. No,
But
so
no,
yeah,
I like, yeah, as someone who has Game Pass, because Pedro convinced me to get it. Um, I'm super happy. Like, it's already, I think, the best value of anything.
game
Excuse me,
wise.
in anything, yeah, game wise on the market. And now you're adding Bethesda games. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Imagine, like, also they have a lot of. I think they said they're trying to make a deal where they would like include EA Play. Now I don't know if that's like for an extra charge or not, but
Mm,
if it does, like, like forget about
actually,
even
I don't
just
know.
that. Like, it has, yeah, like the amount of games, and I keep saying this all the time, but it's just true. The amount of games that Game Pass have is mind-boggling. Like, I
Yeah.
cannot believe that this actually exists. For like, I pay like 12, $13 Canadian a month, and I have access to this nearly unlimited library of games. Like,
On
it's
day one, like
absolutely
he can
insane. Yeah.
review. He's gonna review for us Halo Infinite.
Oh yeah. Can't wait whenever
No,
that comes out.
I think Game Pass is awesome. Like I personally I don't subscribe, because I think the main reason is I have HBO, Disney Plus, Net. This is constant. Like this is monthly pays that come out of my bank account. So it's
Hmm.
HBO, Netflix, which I share with my girlfriend, Disney Plus, which I also share with my girlfriend. But anyways, I still have money coming out of my
Hmm.
bank account. Those are the three. Then I have my monthly phone bill, and PS Plus also kind of monthly. Um, and Nintendo online. Also, it's not monthly, but like every once in a while, I have to pay like $7 to keep it going. Like I have a lot of like fixed payments. So honestly,
Yeah.
even though Game Pass is awesome, I just don't. It doesn't. I don't see a justification for me to get it, because honestly, most of the games I play are on PlayStation. Once in a while, I go on play on Xbox, and I usually the games I want to play on Xbox, I just buy them. Honestly, like I want to play Halo, I'll buy Halo. I want to play Ori, I'll buy Ori. Like I wanted to play Gears. I never got Gears until like Black Friday, the last Black Friday, where I got Gears 5 for I think it was $7. So like to me that's more worth than just, keep subscribing. But anyways, Game Pass is awesome. The amount of content, like lately me and Matt have been playing random games that I own, and instead of him just getting them, he's like, let me check if it's on Game Pass. Yep, it is. Like last last weekend we played Dead by Daylight on our lives on our Twitch channel. Uh, this is the plug moment where we plug. We have a Twitch, and I'll leave the I'll leave the link to the Twitch channel on description. But I was like, yo, I really want to stream Dead by Daylight. Do you want to buy it or something? I was like, nope, I don't need it. It's on Game Pass. I can play it.
Yeah.
And a while ago, we were like, oh, No Man's Sky is really good right now. I might get it. I was saying, like, I might get it. And he was like, oh, tell me if you get it because
On
I
Game
have it
Pass
on
for
Game
me.
Pass. And we also played Sea of
So
Thieves. He had it on Game Pass. And I also kind of wanted to go back to Halo Reach to play a little bit of
mhm.
multiplayer. And the only reason he didn't install it was because it's too big. But if he wanted, he could because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's Game Pass is fantastic. PlayStation doesn't have a service like that, and honestly, I don't think PlayStation should go for a service like that because it's not their focus. They always said it's not their focus. They have the PS Now. It works for them. There's
Yeah.
people there. There's people that are loyal to those service, to the PS Now service, and that's great. My friend actually has PS Now and not Game Pass. He prefers the PS Now for some fucking reason, and that's awesome. And I
Yeah.
think both companies were going on different paths. Like PlayStation was going for more, providing you an experience with each game, and while Xbox was going for, hey, here's everything you can play for $15. While PlayStation was going for more like quality, I guess you can say, Xbox was going for quantity. It's
Yeah.
not an insult to the
No, but
quantity that, yeah.
I think we mentioned this like months ago. I was like, it's like PlayStation is like the Criterion channel
Oh
and
yeah,
Xbox Game Pass is
is Netflix.
Netflix,
Yeah, yeah,
which
no,
and both
it's
are
right.
great. No,
Sure.
I think I'm so happy with it. Like this is basically just like
And
the sum up of this is that like a really great service just got even
and
better.
some people can argue that that Xbox has more. It's still Xbox method is better, and that's completely true. Personally, I rather pay $70 for an experience like Last of Us or God of
Hmm.
War, because those games were really like it's the same thing as Nintendo, I guess. Like Nintendo games are expensive as well. No way Nintendo will ever do something like this. No way. We get Nintendo retro whatever online, Nintendo Entertainment Online or something, but that's the best you will ever get. And that's like included with your online subscription, so it's kind of
Hmm.
like just they just throw it in for you to not only pay for multiplayer. um but but you can easily argue that, like, yeah, sure, you get God of War for $70, and maybe it's a great experience, but here I am with $15 and I can play all the gears, all the Halos, so many games that people can enjoy, and it's awesome. By the way, I mentioned you should play Halo. Not Halo, sorry, Gears of War. You're probably gonna like it. You should try Gears. At least the
I
first one.
might.
The first one is like 6 hours long. So if you don't like the first one, you stop. You don't go to the other ones. But like the first one is awesome. I've played the first one. I have a I have like an inner like list of games I need to play this year, and I'm gonna try to play one Gears and one Halo game per year. So this year I'm gonna play Halo 2 because last year I played Halo 1 and Gears 1. So this year I'm playing Gears 2 and Halo 2. But yeah, those games are awesome. You should try it now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, it's a great it's a great addition to the Xbox family. I hope we see great exclusives. Please don't crap out random ass games that no one cares about. Crackdown 4, no thank you. So yeah, I
No, but
think.
like I honestly like I just gotta say the my favorite part about Game Pass so far is
Mhm.
just they have a button that just says surprise me, and you like click it and it
It gives
shows
you
a
a
random
game.
game.
That's
Just a
awesome.
random game that like not on like your like what they thinks you would like. It's just a random game
That's
and like
awesome. That's actually
and like
awesome.
I'll see like I'll be playing like this game that I would never have thought to look
There's
at.
something I didn't mention, but there's a big rumor that Xbox might take out the multiplayer fee because they see like
Hmm.
they see the the Game Pass so lucrative that they don't need the gold thing, because the gold pass, whatever you want to call it, the thing that you had, which was basically PlayStation Plus, for a while now, it's been nothing because most games they give out, people already have it on Game Pass, and most people that have gold also have Game Pass. So what's the point in getting gold? So I heard there's a rumor right now that they might cut the 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 multiplayer fee, I guess you can call it, which would be insane because like people,
Hmm.
PlayStation would be sweating after that. But
Yeah.
let's see. I hope Microsoft from now on has great decisions. There's a rumor also that there will be an event this month for Xbox games. I hope so because I'm really curious to see. Like last year, we got an Xbox event for the Xbox Series X, but they only showed like cinematics. They didn't show gameplay for the games that they're gonna have. So I'm very curious if they're gonna touch on it, and furthermore, they're gonna like mention this Bethesda deal and go into depth a little bit more because the article is very like superficial. Like there's really not much in there. So I hope in the future they mention more about like their plans and if it's true that like Elder Scrolls will be exclusive or not, or Starfield is going to be exclusive or not. Honestly, I can see it. Elder Scrolls being exclusive, yeah, people will fucking riot. There's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
Remember
There's
when
no way.
Bethesda launched Skyrim on like literally every console out there? Yeah, they
Even the
need that
fridge.
again. Even in a fridge, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's
Yeah.
move on to our second topic. And our second topic is. I'm gonna change it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So, it has been announced. Or, sorry, not has been announced. There's a rumor right now that Nintendo will release a new Nintendo Switch this holiday season. So Nintendo's next Switch hardware revision has long been rumored, but details on what to expect from possible Switch Pro finally began firming up on Wednesday, thanks to an apparent leak from its screen supplier. Bloomberg Japan has the scoop, and it points that to Samsung as the source of Switch next panel type, a 7-inch OLED panel currently estimated at 720p resolution, that Samsung OLED production line will begin cranking in June, according to Bloomberg's unnamed sources familiar with internal matters. Meanwhile, other Nintendo hardware assemblers will begin receiving the panels around July. So there's more. Once again, the article goes. The article is from ARS Technica. I don't know the source, I just wanted this snippet of information. They go into a little bit more in how the console will feature 4K docked, which is awesome, and they go also in detail a little bit more about how the rumor also follows the idea that the Breath of the Wild 2 will be released with Nintendo Switch 2 or Nintendo Switch Pro, whatever you want to call it. Um, this is insane, but at the same time, I think it's too soon. I think it's too soon because the Switch has been on the market for. Sorry, I'm going first, but I don't know if you want to go first. I'm sorry.
I know you know me, then
Yeah,
I
I know
know
you.
nothing.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just like, yeah, uh-huh.
I think this is not a good
Sure.
idea because look, the Switch has been out for. It's been out since. It's been out since 2017, so that makes it 4 years. Well, okay, it's been 4 years, sure. And I think the PlayStation Pro did also come out 4 years after the release of the regular PS4. Um, I think it's soon, not because it's soon in the Nintendo Switch life cycle, but it's soon because Xbox and PlayStation just released their new consoles, and right now, knowing how the consumers are trying desperately to get a PS5, I don't think it's a good choice going to releasing a new Switch because people are still trying to get the PS5, and I'm pretty sure if a person has a choice to choose either a PS5, which is actually next gen, or a Switch Pro, which is basically the same thing as the Switch but a little bit stronger, I think people are going to gravitate to the PS5, and I don't think it's a good idea to release now. Maybe in 2022 that would probably work better, but right now there's too many consoles releasing. The consumers are clearly desperately trying to get these new next gen consoles. Uh, Xbox, it's people don't talk enough about Xbox, but Xbox also has like it's constantly being sold out. So like, sure, the PS5 has more demand, but the Xbox is also like it's on pretty nice when it comes to the stock. Uh, and I don't think it's a good idea. Now, the other thing is the article goes to say that not article, the rumor goes to say that this will also kick Nintendo's it's also kick Nintendo's like launch release launch. Sorry, I had a brain fart there.
Release
This will
window.
yeah no this will also kick Nintendo's new type of release, which is so some games will only be playable on the Switch Pro. So maybe, for example, if you want to play Breath of the Wild 2, you can only play on the Switch Pro. So you're gonna have to upgrade, or else you can't enjoy the game. This is similar to what they did with the Nintendo 3DS. There was a Nintendo 3DS, and there was a Nintendo 3DS Max or whatever it was called, and then they had the new Nintendo 3DX. Most games run on both 3DS, but there were a few titles that in the box it says like only playable on the new 3DS. So they're saying that Nintendo might go back to this like format, which is terrible. I think this is a stupid thing. Like you're gonna you're gonna block users from enjoying a game because they don't have the latest Nintendo Switch. And Nintendo is being dirty because they are releasing like 5 variations of the Nintendo Switch this year. They had the Mario one, which is fucking awesome. Really wanted to I really wanted to sell my own Switch to get that one because that one looks incredible. And they have like the Monster Hunter one. I think there's one also for No More Heroes. Like they're releasing all these new consoles, and at the same time they're gonna release a new one at the end of the year, and then they're gonna say, "Oops, you want to play Breath of the Wild? Get this one." So if I bought a Nintendo Switch right now, actually, I don't have to put this scenario. My friend got a Nintendo Switch like a few weeks ago. He was really excited because now he's earning money because he has a job, and it's like, okay, my big purchase is gonna be a Switch. Which game should I pick? And I told him, and then this rumor came out. I was like, and I told him, bro, I just want to tell you, there's a rumor that the new Nintendo Switch is coming out later this year. He was furious, like, okay, why did I buy one then? That I could have waited a few more months. And it's so dumb. Like, look, this is awesome. If this actually comes out, I'll buy it because I love the Switch. It's, in my opinion, it's the best Nintendo console ever made. Personally, this is personally, but it's awesome. I love the Switch. I love the games that come with the Switch. I don't want to be blocked from enjoying Breath of the Wild 2, so that's mainly why I want to get the new one. But it's too soon. It's it's a bad strategy to block certain games from the other older switches. It's I think this is a cool thing that you should probably save it for like 2022 or 2023, because right now, and a lot of people say like Nintendo. I think personally, Nintendo said like the life cycle of the Switch. They have in mind a really long life cycle for the Switch. So like, what's the rush in getting out a new Switch? It's, to me, it makes no sense. But like, I don't know. PlayStation also released the Pro like 4 years after, so I don't know. Uh, Now I know Matt is not like a huge Nintendo guy, but
I'm just like, yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
you're gonna get the Switch Pro now.
Oh yeah, totally. But I wish I had something to add to this, that I know nothing about Nintendo, so I'm just gonna say I agree with Pedro.
You have nothing to add about Nintendo. You love
And
Nintendo, bro.
oh yeah, I love Nintendo.
Look,
Uh,
I just think after, honestly, this might still be because I'm kind of butthurt from Nintendo still after all these weeks slash month.
oh,
Uh,
from the what
it was on.
in the direct.
It's been almost a month. It was on February 17th. So yeah, it's been almost a month.
It's like I remember it like it was yesterday.
I was
The
furious
pain
that
is
they didn't
still
announce
real.
anything. But now when I saw this rumor, my head started clicking. They're probably saving everything for big ass like event where they announced this new Switch Pro, whatever, and they announced all these fucking games. You want to play Mario Kart 9? Here's Mario Kart 9. You want to fucking play Odyssey 2? Here's fucking Odyssey 2. And I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that's brilliant. I need all of that, and I'm gonna feel really bad because I'm mad at Nintendo right now. So maybe I'm still on like a high on Nintendo hating, but I think this is idea to release the Switch Pro this year. First of all, it's gonna hurt my fucking bank account once again. I wasted about $600 last November. I don't want to waste another $600 on games back to back Novembers. But I think it's too soon. There's a lot of competition right now. I don't think it's the ideal time to release a new console. And this idea to block users from certain games is also fucking ridiculous. But anyways, let's move on to another topic. And this time we got. I'm actually gonna go this far. I'm gonna leave the one that I think Matt was also not gonna talk about a lot to the end. So let's go into the other the other topic is so a little bit of context before the next topic. Square Enix released an update to Avengers, not an update, a newsletter telling what they're gonna add with Hawkeye DLC, and they talked a little bit about the XP you gain from leveling up and everything, and the levels and whatever, and they basically said in this article, they said XP is going to suffer reworks, and they're going to make the experience of leveling up harder. So it's going to be more of a grind. It's from 1 to level 25 is going to basically remain the same, but once you get to 25, the 25 to 50, which is the max level on Avengers, it's going to get harder. And they also talked about reworking the skins drops. That actually was pretty cool. No one talked about it, but they actually basically what they did is now when you're in Avengers, when you gain like skin shards, if I'll call it skin shards because I don't remember the actual name, and you use them, you would get a random skin. Now you can actually work for the skins you want. So like now when you get the skin shards, whatever, now you know which skin you're working for. So that's pretty cool. Now it's basically not random anymore. Now you know which skins you're probably gonna get, which is awesome. That's a good thing. But this XP one, it was the one that really hurt, and the fan base was really mad. Not only the fan base, actually players were extremely mad with this because it's so dumb. Square Enix decided to address the situation on Reddit, and that's where I'm gonna show now. Oops, I changed accidentally. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
okay, here we go. So more clarification and details on the recently announced XP change. It wanted to offer more clarification and blah, blah, blah. So what are we doing and why? Currently, as you get to higher levels, the XP required between levels didn't scale well, but your ability to crush enemies certainly does speed up at higher levels, so you could end up leveling up 2 to 3 times per mission, with missions taking about 20 minutes in length. So what's the problem? This is great, you might say. The problem we're seeing and hearing was that you would immediately get more skill points than you had time to review, apply, and get used to before embarking on your next mission and gaining your next few levels. Hopefully, we can see the issue. You can see the issue here. We want people to level up. In fact, we really want to see more people level up, more heroes, as playing the full Avengers roster should be more fun thing you can do. But we don't want the leveling up experience to be too overwhelming or diminish exploring each skill purchase. So, and then they go on how that this is why they're smoothing the level up experience, and basically they're adding. So basically, the time it would take you to get to max level, they're adding like 3 to 5 more hours to that length. So it takes you 5 hours more to get to the max level, and instead of taking you instead of taking you like one mission to or two missions to level up a level, it would take you like four missions to level up. So I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
quickly mention this because I already did a video on Just Gaming and it's probably live. If you're seeing this, it's probably already live on our channel. So if you want to see more my actual like in-depth thoughts, even though they're kind of shit, but anyways, if you don't watch them, they're still there. I'm gonna quickly mention this. This is still fucking dumb as hell. This is idiotic. The reason why I came back to Avengers was because I knew that I didn't have to spend too much time leveling up my characters. And the best part about leveling up, you know why I want to level up fast my characters, because the end game result when you get to max level in Avengers is way better than your progress through leveling up. When you get to level 50, you get all these skill points and you can finally manage what you're gonna do with all these abilities. That's my favorite fucking part. When I got to max level with Captain America, I have two characters on my max level. I have Captain America and Thor. Kate is really close, and I'm pretty sure Black Widow is also really close. The other Hulk, Kamala, and Iron Man are like level 20, more or less. Hulk could probably be less. I think Hulk is like at level 8 or something. I don't like Hulk, anyways. Um, those characters, when I got to Captain America the max level, I was like, cool. I am on max level. Let me see what I can upgrade. And after I upgrade everything, I was like, cool. Now let me see what combos I can do with my upgrades. So like, when I finally was able to unlock everything character wise, that was when I finally was enjoying playing with that certain character, because now I'm applying things that I didn't have access before, and now I can actually plan out how my character is going to play in this mission. That's the best part of leveling up. You have When you get to the final level, you can actually start putting in some strategy into your roster. It's the best part about getting max level, and I always looked at the like grinding chore, because grinding is no one enjoy. If you enjoy grinding, you're probably sad because no one enjoys grinding. Grinding is terrible. So
Hey,
like,
hey, as someone who loves MMOs,
I
grinding,
hate grinding. It's
grinding's where
so
it's at.
boring. It's so fucking boring. And in Avengers, I love that in like 2 3 hours I could get my characters to max level. And not only it's cool that you get them to max level, you get these like skins and other rewards. They are so cool. Honestly, the most fun I had with the game was when I got my Thor and Cap to max level. I was able to finally play the harder missions, and those missions were so entertaining because they were really, really hard. Now it's just this is so idiotic to me because they're fixing the things that no one was complaining. No one ever said the grinding is not enough. We need more grinding. No one said they were leveling up too fast. No one said it was fucking overwhelmed with the the upgrades, if you want to call it. No one ever complained about it. I've never heard anyone complain that the upgrades were too overwhelming because they were evolving too fast. The only character I felt I was evolving too fast was Kate Bishop, and I have no fucking idea. I thought it was just a problem with the character itself, like because the way she was evolving, leveling up, it was completely different from like Kamala or Black Widow. I don't know if there was something actually about the character that allowed her to level up faster, or my loot system that allowed me to level up faster, but she was the only character I thought myself, yeah, I'm kind of leveling up too fast with Kate. Kate, I think I played with Kate like for 3 hours, maybe four, and I'm already like level 45. So like, I leveled up fast with with Kate, but that's it. That's the only thing. And like, you guys have so much problems. You have people keep telling you there's no variety in this game. It's the same fucking old missions over and over again. There's no variety in the villains. You fight the same villains over and over again. There's no variety in the maps. You use the same maps over and over again. There's so much stuff. Your biggest problem is variety, and you're not changing that. Now, I think today they released like a sheet, if you want to call it, with what's coming with the Hawkeye, and they actually announced one map, yay! They announced one new map, and they announced one new villain, yay! And they announced custom R missions. That's cool. That's actually cool. Custom R missions are pretty cool, but I'm gonna have to wait 3 months to get actually new content now. Like I'm gonna have to wait 3 months for new missions, for new maps, for new villains. I'm not even asking for new characters. I'm asking for new things to do in the game. Characters were never the problem. I've been playing with Captain America for hours and hours, and I've never fucking complained. It was always fun to me. I was always enjoying it. I don't know. It's now I wanted to talk about this on the podcast because I wanted Matt, someone who has not played it yet, the game. I wanted his outside opinion because I said in my video that you're not only scaring off returning players, you're scaring off new players. I don't I think people they are considering getting Avengers, now they'll see that it's such a grind. Like this was the good part about leveling up fast is if your friends wanted to play the game, you could tell them like, hey, in a couple of matches we'll get you to max level. That's cool. Like I would feel motivated to actually play the game because now I can maybe get to my friends level quicker. Now it's gonna be short to new players and they'll probably feel scared from getting into the game. But yeah, I wanted your opinion,
Yeah,
please.
so I mean, like I said earlier, like I'm someone who loves MMOs, and something that some some of those games have done to help other players, like or newer players, team up with their friends really quickly
Mm-hmm.
is they just and obviously does Avengers, does it have like missions where it's like this is like an early level mission that you can do online, and then this is a higher level mission that you can do online? Does it stuff like
Wait,
that?
wait, wait, wait. Explain again.
So like, is there like a mission where it's like, okay, if you're like level 10,
Mm-hmm.
do this mission with friends, and then if you're level 30, do this mission with friends, or is it all just like kind of like all the same?
No, there's more difficult missions than the others. There's a
Yeah.
few missions
So
where you have to be like level like power. Power is
okay,
basically your. There's level and
great,
there's
perfect. Okay,
power.
so there's different tiers of difficulty of
Yes,
missions.
yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. So what MMOs do is they'll be like, hey, if you want to play with your friend who's in this early area, your level when you go back to the early area gets automatically scaled down
Mm-hmm.
so that you're not just stomping everything no problem.
Okay.
And you still keep your abilities, but like it's just not nearly as powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in thinking of like how to like incentivize new players and like older players to play together really quickly, I think that could be just a really easy fix that they do. Like I don't know if they already do that
They
or
could
not,
also,
but
add fucking
they
crossplay. But you know.
yeah, they could. Yeah, yeah. By the way, yeah, because so Pedro convinced me to get Avengers because he's like they have crossplay, and I
I
was like
thought they had
okay,
crossplay.
and so I got it, and now they don't have
I thought it
crossplay.
had crossplay because it's an MMO.
No,
They always
no,
talked about playing with your
nope,
friends, and
they don't.
I knew that when it would launch, it didn't have crossplay, but I swear there was a war table where they mentioned that crossplay would come further down the line. I thought by now they would have crossplay, because guess what? Your active player base on Steam is shit, and
Yeah, wasn't it
your
something like
active
400 active
400 people
players?
active 400 active players. No, the other day they had 700. I get
Oh,
woo.
there we go,
You
big
have
time.
700 people, okay, let's say 500 people playing your game daily on PC. Now, on Xbox, might be, I would bet it's probably the same amount or a little bit more. I think your biggest player base is probably on on PlayStation because of the whole exclusivity thing. So I think a lot of people are playing on. There's more people playing on PlayStation than the other consoles. But like, just let them play all together. There's no disadvantage because it's a co-op game. It's not a PvP. There's
Hmm.
and you could, like I said, like I convinced him to get a game because I thought it was it was crossplay because honestly, this game with friends is super fun. It's the perfect chill game to play with friends. You probably if you and your friends are trying to just chill and talk about like random stuff. Like we did two live streams on Twitch about One Division while we played something. The first one was with Mario Kart. I was fucking focused on Mario Kart, not on the
Yeah.
One Division
No,
talk. Same thing with Javier.
I
And
get
then
like 5 seconds into talking
and
and
then
like,
and then and then in the second live stream we switched to Avengers. We were way more into the One Division talk than the actual game because the game was just it was a more casual game. I could just kick some ass as Kate Bishop while also talking about One Division. I could do the same because it's a more laid back experience and I love that. But there's also some great moments in the game. I distinctly remember in the beta, there was a mission I played with Javier that it was so fun. So basically, okay, since this was our first impression, uh, it's natural to like be impressed by what they presented to us. But like there was a mission where me and Javier were lower level than advised. So they advised us to be like level 20. We were like level 15, but we still wanted to give it a shot. So it's super hard. And then we think like, oh my god, we did it. A fucking gigantic spider appears and a robotic spider appears and we have to fight it. And it was so intense because we were lower level and it was just so intense and so fun fighting it. And I really want to uh, replicate that experience again with Matt and Javier again because that was one of the best times I had playing a co-op game. And I guess there's those missions, but I can enjoy it with my friends because they. I guess I can enjoy it with Javier, but I can enjoy it with Matt because Matt not only is on another
yeah.
console, it's gonna take him hours and hours to get to my fucking level so we can play together.
Yeah.
When
Well,
he could easily in like 3 hours, 4 hours, could easily max Iron Man or Captain America or Kamala or wherever.
or even like here's the thing, like from an outsider's perspective, it does sound like okay, wait a second. If I can max my character in like a few hours, that doesn't sound that great to me. But
No,
maybe I'm confused.
it's
But like here, but what if they like were like, okay, you can choose a character to do that with, and then the
it's okay.
rest.
Think of this. It's when I say max a character, it's oh, it's maxing the character so you have access to all abilities because the actual thing that matters in the character it's its power level and power takes way more long. It's longer than
Oh, okay, gotcha.
leveling up because so
Oh,
the
okay. So
cap.
it's like it's difference from like just doing a basic attack to being able to do a bunch of different things.
Yeah, for example,
Okay,
it's
all right.
being the difference between like throwing the shield of Captain America or selecting three guys to throw the shield. The shield will bounce on those three guys, come back to you. You can kick it back again, and it will hit the three guys again a third time. Or the difference between just using the shield to protect yourself or doing. I think if you've seen Age of Ultron, do you know that move where Thor slams the shield and it releases like a shockwave.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, there's that move, but it's not with the Mjolnir. It's just Cap holds the fucking shield and
That's
he
pretty cool.
punches it, and it creates a shockwave. It's allowing the player to do all these move sets when
Hmm.
he couldn't in like level 10 or level 20. So that's the leveling system, where the power system is just how strong your attacks are. So how much damage you do to this AI whatever, like because it's the same thing as Destiny. Honestly, if you think about it, Destiny is also has levels, but levels don't matter as much as like the gear you use, your power level, your
Okay,
level.
all right. I think yeah, I think I got it.
Yeah,
So that basically, I don't know. Like it this from day one, like this game has kind of seemed like it not not all there. Like I personally actually have never minded the designs of the characters. I know people were like, "Oh, that's horrendous." I just think it's cool that it's different, you know.
hmm.
But they like I said, like I remember playing the demo, thinking,
Wait, did
"Wow,
you
this
actually
is
play the
really."
demo? I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I was in the video with you and Javier talking about the demo.
Yeah, but I remember you. No, we talked about the review. We never talked about the demo.
No, no, no. I played the demo, and it was just like I remember being like, "Wow, I'm playing as Thor, and I feel like I'm throwing a paperclip, not like a hammer.
Oh,
um,
I think the feel of the controller is way better because like when you
yeah,
threw the Mjolnir, you actually felt the vibration of calling it back, and so
yeah, for sure, for sure.
it was like the Leviathan X of God of War.
Yeah, the Leviathan
I
is
think
God of
the
War.
Leviathan X was way better, but it's still pretty
Right.
cool. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, like I hope I'll be back
It is
here.
what it is.
I hope I'll be back here in a few days slash weeks to talk about how good the Hawkeye DLC is and how good the next gen upgrade is.
It's
Uh,
now a 7 out of 10 game.
it's not, right now to me it's still a six. I would give it a solid six. It's above average. Uh, because I don't think there's. It's all about the variety. Like if the game has variety, I'll probably give it like a fucking 8 out of 10 because I think the game has a lot of good stuff. It just has also those problems. But anyways, um, let's get into the last topic. This is more of a quick topic because honestly we had nothing else, so we picked this because this is actually kind of interesting as well. So if you see, okay, here we go. So Fortnite, we're back, baby. Fortnite is getting another event, and this time it's a single player event. So this season ends on Thursday, if I'm right. Next Thursday. No, 16th of March is Tuesday. I don't know. Whatever. Next week. Um, and Fortnite finally announced that there will be an event, but it's gonna be solo. So when Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 6 launches on March 16, the first thing players will be met with is the Zero Crisis finale, described as a solo experience by developer Epic. Is a conclusion of Agent Jones' mission that formed the basis of Season 5 story. Epic promises that the aftermath of this single player event will shape the reality as we know it. Blah 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 blah. So I know this is a more like it's a throwaway topic, I guess you can call it, but I still want to mention because I think this is pretty cool. So the event, I was actually thinking of live streaming this event, but since it's solo, I don't know if there's actually a point in live streaming.
Yeah, it's in like didn't they just forget about their
I
single
think they
player
forgot. I
stuff?
think they forgot. I think they didn't have an event prepared, and they just threw something, and they noticed, oh shit, we actually have to do something with like all players. So nah, this is not gonna work. Let's throw something like interactive single player thing you do before you enter the game, and that's cool. But like, I don't know if you saw. I think you saw, coming off the heels of the season 5 event, which was fucking incredible. Like you would basically Galactus came to the Fortnite island, he destroyed everything, and then you're basically falling, about to die, and Iron Man throws his jetpack to you, and he saves you, and then he
Yeah.
puts you on the battle bus, and you actually control the fucking battle bus
No, that was awesome.
alongside all the players, the Fortnite players, and you're all fighting Galactus on the battle bus. That was so cool. I remember I was playing with Roz. We actually also live streamed it. I was playing with Roz, and I was like, "Yo, this is incredible. This is actually better than playing Fortnite. This is actually better than playing Avengers right now." It was so cool, and coming off from that to just this throwaway, clearly throwaway, I might be wrong. Watch me play the fucking event and call it the masterpiece. And but yeah, because I've kind of felt like let down because this season, as a Fortnite player, was awesome. We had so many crossovers. There were so many. The game felt really balanced this season. Like there were no disadvantages. There were no overpowered guns. It was just plain and simple Fortnite to me, but with like this all these characters like Kratos, Master Chief. Who would have thought we would be using fucking Kratos as a skin in Fortnite? I never thought about that. Like Master Chief, there was always a chance because Master Chief fits really well, but fucking fucking Kratos, fucking Xenomorphs. No, I never thought that, and it's awesome. Like what they did with season 5. No, this is sorry, this is season 5. Next is season 6. Yes, and coming off that to just this single player experience. They clearly forgot. They clearly had nothing, so they just throw something. I just wanted to mention because I think it's still cool that we're gonna have another event, but it is like a kind of throwaway event. But yeah, Matt, since you're like the professional Fortnite player of the
Yeah.
of our group,
Yeah, I feel like this whole podcast has been like, yeah, I don't play it, but it sounds cool. Yeah, no, like I said, I don't really play Fortnite, but I thought that event that you're talking about looked really cool, and I think I honestly like it is kind of cool that they're like, maybe we should do something with our single player. Like, I mean, they can afford to. Like, why not? Honestly, like I don't even mean that as an insult. Like, why not? Just go for it.
Uh,
So yeah.
yeah. No, we just wanted to mention it, just to just to fill the time because it's almost at 1 hour, so just to fill the time. No, but yeah, that concludes our newest episode of the Just Game Podcast.
Mhm.
Before we go, we always like to give you a suggestion of a game, and I do you want to go first? Should I go first? Where do you want to go
Yeah, no,
first?
I'll go first.
Okay, okay.
I got two. One, I'm playing God of War for the
Ooh.
first time, like PS4 God of War for the first time. It's incredible. I'm
Wow,
terrible
he's
at it.
suggesting God of War. My
I'm
man is
I'm
suggesting the game
I'm
of the
just
year
saying. I'm just saying. I
2018.
know you probably played. I'm fly having two. Whatever. Like you probably played it,
I can't
but
wait. I can't wait
you
for Matt to
haven't.
come to the podcast like in
I'm gonna suggest
a few months.
like
Bro, Ratchet and Clank, so
Ratchet and
dope.
Clank. Yeah, because I'll be playing that for the first time in a bit too. But no, I was worried it was going to be overhyped. It's not. It is so incredible. Even because I've seen most of the story,
Hmm.
I've just never played it, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get bored. No, like the combat is so satisfying, and it's that I love it when a game is like you just started to feel like you've got the hang of it, and then it just throws another enemy at you.
Hmm.
That like on all of a sudden you're like, I gotta learn all these new moves and stuff like that. And I am so terrible at it. I like okay, some context. I have never played. The first console game I ever played was Spider-Man PS4. That is how new I
Great
am
game.
at this.
Great game.
Great game, and ever since then I've only played Spider-Man PS4, uh, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Red Dead Redemption 2, which has a really,
Great
really
game.
aggressive auto aim, so I didn't really have to aim.
Yeah, you're right.
And now I have this one, and it kind of has an auto aim, but not as intense. So like a lot of times I'll be like, throw the axe, and like I'll hit just like a wall, and then I'll be like, oh, I meant to hit you. Okay, the enemy's got me now. So I am on like the second easiest difficulty, and I'm still having like I'm like after like big
Normally, it's
intense
still. I
fights.
think that's normal. Normally, it's still
No, but there's like
a
normal,
challenge.
hard, and then like extra
No,
hard, and
I
then
beat the game in hard. I never got back to pleading in.
the hardest one was give me God of War, and I was
Yeah,
like,
no, no
no,
way I'm
no,
doing
no,
that.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no.
no, no. Well, what's
But
your
yeah,
second pick?
my second pick would be
Sea of Thieves.
Battlefront 2.
Uh,
No, I mean
Again?
that too, sure. Yeah, no, I'm serious. Like I've been playing it again. It is so good. And another game that needs crossplay
Oh yeah.
that but won't because they've
When
stopped
when they get
giving it
when
updates.
they get crossplay, we can actually like fucking live stream the game
Dude, it
finally.
is so good now. Like
Wait,
forget the
how much does it
awful.
take space on your PC? Because on PlayStation
Oh,
it's
it is
it's
such
a
a
hundred
huge
and
download.
fifty gigabytes on PlayStation.
Wow, I thought
Yes.
mine's
Yeah.
80 something. But like yeah, it's insane how large it is. But
But
it
I
is
like the
like
game a
for
lot. I like the game a lot.
no, it's awesome. Like forget the fact that it's like has a terrible campaign. Like
Oh
yes,
yeah, the
it
campaign
does.
sucks.
However, now with the multiplayer, like if they had just released the game in the state it is now with just the multiplayer, I would still consider it to be worth it. It is that good. It has
No, yeah, I
co-op.
agree. No,
It
I agree.
has like even there's some frustrating thing where it's like it literally has a mode where you can custom make your matches.
Mm-hmm.
You can set the time limit, you can set the amount of enemies, you can set the cooldown time, but it's only single player. It doesn't let you. I'm like, why wouldn't you be allowed to invite a friend to
Yeah,
it? I don't know why they do that.
yeah.
However,
It's
there's still co-op matches. There's still lots of interesting different like maps and modes. There's like objective based small where it's like 8 versus 8, but you guys have to like do capture the flag or something. There's the large scale galactic assault where you have like enemy walkers coming at you. There's supremacy matches where those are insane because it's like you have to gather enough reinforcements and then you
Mm-hmm.
board the enemy ship. But then if they fight you off, you go back down to the ground and then they can board you. So like those go on for like an hour. um, like it is just like it's excellent, and the variety of characters you can play as now. There's General Grievous. There's like Obi-Wan, and the
Doku.
skins that you can get. You can get like this
Yeah.
Clone Wars skin. You can get like
I
sequel
have on
trilogy
PlayStation. I have like
characters.
most Kylo
Mhm.
Ren skins for some fucking reason. I never bought
Yeah.
skins, so I don't know how. But I have like four
Sometimes they
skins.
randomly reward
Yeah.
you. But
Uh.
also like something as like a huge Clone Wars fan, Star Wars Clone
Mhm.
Wars fan, like the amount of skins that they have for the clones
Mhm.
is insane. Like they have like every single regiment, battalion, and then like you play as the ARC troopers, and it's like, hey, remember this episode where that really cool ARC trooper showed up? Well, we got his skin, and it's as like someone who's like a big Clone Wars fan, it really scratches that itch kind of. So yeah, Battlefront 2, it's not nearly the train wreck it used to be. And God of War is still basically a masterpiece so far. So
So
I just beat the dragon. So that's awesome.
so my recommendation of the week is a game that I kind of I didn't want to recommend, but I gotta recommend because it's fucking incredible. So a couple weeks ago, I got Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Now, I love Super Mario 3D World. It's a fantastic game. I already played it, but it's a fantastic game. I played it again. I beat it 100%, even though I beat it 100%, not really, because to get it 100%, you have to play the game with all the characters from back from the start to finish. It's like six characters. You got beat the game six times. No, no. I beat it with Luigi. I beat it with Mario. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do with all those others. But anyways, it's a great game. But then this pack comes with Bowser's Fury. Bowser's Fury. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna check. I have my Switch here, so I'm gonna check actually. Oh yeah, Apex Legends also dropped on Switch today, which is pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, really underrated
Actually,
battle
it's
royale.
not on Switch. Apparently, it still says coming soon, but it's supposed to drop today. So maybe it's
Nice.
uh, maybe it's American time, PT time, whatever. Not American. That's not American. I'm sorry. PT
American
time.
time.
I'm sorry. When I think PT, I think of like California and all those. You know.
Hmm.
But yeah, it says still. Anyways, I'm gonna just check the time it took me to beat both Bowser's Fury because I remember how much it took me to beat. Okay, so when I started playing Bowser's Fury, I had 18 hours on Super Mario 3D World. Right now I have 25, so that's about 7 hours to beat Bowser's Fury 100%. Yes, it's a little bit short for a game because 7 hours to get 100% of the entire game is a little bit short. But oh my god, those 7 hours are fucking perfect. I've not played a game as perfect like this in a while. Nintendo is that a company that like usually every year they have like a few games that are kind of underwhelming just and then they release a fucking banger and they release boom Breath of the 2017 was like their peak. They'll never surpass their 2017. So 2017 had Mario Kart Deluxe, Breath of the Wild, Odyssey, and even Splatoon 2. Like that's their peak. But they started already 2021 with a fucking incredible game. Bowser's Fury. I'm focusing on Bowser's Fury because I think Bowser's Fury is the new thing, I guess. Like, you could pay $60 to play it on. Or you can pay $60 to get new Super Mario 3D World. Super Mario 3D World on the Switch. Or if you have already a Switch, you can pay like $10 for a used copy and you get the same experience. It's not different. But Bowser's Fury is that DLC that people were expecting from Odyssey that we never got, and I think we got it through Super Mario 3D World. It's the definition of perfect level design. There's nothing quite like it. basically Bowser's Fury, it's just one gigantic level that has like subsections in it. So like there's this area where you have like uh, some platforming wheels to go through, and then you have this area which is more focused on like killing enemies, jumping on enemies. I'm sorry, like it's a fucking theme park. That shit is a fucking theme park. It's the perfect platformer. It's so well made. The levels are incredible, even though it's just one level. The sub levels incredible. By the way, they did something here that I think it's incredible, and I wish more at least most platformers, because I don't think this can apply to other types of games. So in platformers, usually and I think Donkey said this in his video, which was pretty cool, but usually in platformers, the levels are restrained. So when a level ends, there's that like pause where you go back to the menu, you choose another level, you go into the level and do the level. Like there's those like 30 to 1 minute uh, 30 to 60 seconds where you just pause, not doing anything. In Bowser's Fury, they cut their waiting time completely, because the level, it's the entire map. So if you want to go to another section, you just jump on the fucking Loch Ness guy. I don't remember his name. It's a little like it looks like the Loch Ness monster. You jump on that guy, you go straight to the area you want to go, and boom, you're already in the second level. It's incredible, and the score is so good. Like, it's playful, it's whimsical, and then when fucking Bowser goes big mode on you, the orchestra really kicks in, and the music is so like intense. It looks like I'm fucking watching Godzilla versus Kong, even though I haven't watched the movie yet. It just gives those vibes, those incredible vibes that I haven't got it from a platform in like years. I think the last time I enjoyed a platform, okay, I'm not counting Galaxy, because Galaxy is a 2007 game, even though I played it last year. No, sorry, 2007, no, 2000, whatever, 2008, 8, 9, whatever game. I think since Odyssey, I've not experienced a game so flawless when it comes to platforming. And it's funny because the 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 previous best platformer I played was a Mario game, and now it's fucking another Mario game, but now it's a kind of DLC. Even though it's like only 7 hours, I would still fucking recommend it for $60. I know it's super pricey for a game, but I would still recommend it because it's that good. It's the definition of perfection when it comes to platformers. It can't get better than that. I hope they take Bowser's Fury, and from now on, when they do a new 3D Mario game, they go back to Bowser's Fury like, this is what we have to do, but like bigger and better, I
Nice.
guess. It's fantastic, and I gotta recommend it. Even though it's $60, like I said, I gotta recommend it. Even and if you have not played Super Mario 3D World, then it's super fucking. It's actually a must if you have a Switch. Like, I would add it to the top 5 games you should have on your Nintendo Switch. It's right now. It's, I would say, um, Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, uh, Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart, and now Mario 3D World. Those are the 5 games you should own on your Nintendo Switch. It's incredible, and even though I'm angry with Nintendo, they still got me back, because that game is it's awesome. But yeah, that's my recommendation. You could always, go back to fucking Immortals. I love Immortals, so I'm gonna recommend Immortals again. Immortals, Phoenix
Yeah,
Rising.
great game.
It's
Oh yeah,
incredible. You
can't
haven't
wait.
even played it. Anyways, that wraps up our episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was about over an hour, so it's the same as our episodes. If you want to watch more of our content, I'll leave the the playlist for all the other previous podcasts episodes. We also have a gaming show right now going on. Our fifth match has been up for a while now. If you want to check it out, our sixth match is going to be recorded in a few days. I hope by this dude that's next to me virtually.
Should be good.
We also, like I said, we also live stream on Twitch. We streamed Death by Daylight a while ago, and actually it was our most viewed live stream, so that was pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and it
Um,
was just pure insanity.
yeah,
Pedro
they're
loved
all
it.
so bad at the game, but it was fun trying to actually win a match, and all they did was, oh, it's so unfair being the survivor. Oh, it's so unfair.
Yeah,
I wish I
see what
couldn't. I wish I
happens.
was always the killer.
Hey, see what happens when I was the killer. It's awesome.
I really want to live stream again with Matt, Javier, and either Vincent or Ross, because
Yeah.
now it's me and Javier who know how to play, and other two people that don't
Okay.
want to play. So I have a chance to actually
You have
win.
a chance.
To win, bro. I
I
swear
feel like I
it's
know how
so
to play
good.
now.
I really want to play with Javier because I think Javier elevates the experience for me because he's such a scared person and he's always scared by any fucking sound that happens in the
Yeah,
game.
that would be
And he's
awesome.
like, Pedro, was that you? And I'm like, bro, I'm on the other fucking side of the map. How was it me? And yeah, and
Oh
we're
yeah.
probably gonna stream more Dead by Daylight because I felt like we all got a good like vibe from the live stream
Yeah.
when it came to like it was fun. And either me or Vincent is gonna edit the highlights, so we'll upload it here on the channel. And yeah,
Should be good.
yeah, we also have another content. You can check it out. It's on the channel. We post. We're trying to actually. We actually kind of been posting 2 videos a week, which is awesome. That's exactly what I
Okay,
wanted.
let's go.
Yeah, we're trying to get to. I plan on my head to try to get 2 videos out a week, and honestly, I think we've been. I actually didn't tell you, but there was a week where we uploaded 5. We
Holy.
uploaded 1 podcast, 1 game show, 1 Vincent video, I think another game show. We uploaded 2 game shows back to back, kind of, and we uploaded 1 personal video. So like there was like 5. Yeah, but we've been uploading constantly, constantly, which is something I wanted. But yeah, that wraps up the episode. I hope you enjoyed. Matt, you want to say something before you go?
No, just kind of.
Death to
I
Square
think
Enix, no, bro. Come
that's.
on, chill,
Yeah.
chill.
No, I just check out our stuff, like he said. Check out our Twitch channel. You can see that all in the links in the description.
Yeah,
All in the
all
links in the
everything will be.
description.
Oops, everything will be in the description. So yeah, thank you so much for
Yeah.
watching us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.